In a surprising and candid revelation that has stirred both fans and critics alike, Zach Roloff, best known for his role on the long-running TLC reality series Little People, Big World recently shared a bold political stance that has taken many by surprise. Known for his reserved demeanor and focus on family life, Zach's unexpected public declaration has reignited conversations about politics, personal growth, and the evolving nature of identity in today's polarized climate. Zach Roloff, who has lived with dwarfism due to a form of skeletal dysplasia, has been a familiar face on television for over a decade. Alongside his parents, Matt and Amy Roloff, and siblings Jeremy and Molly, he helped shape the narrative of what it means to live as a person of short stature in America. The show offered viewers an intimate look into the Roloff family's daily lives, their challenges, triumphs, and how they navigated societal perceptions while running a successful farm in Oregon. Throughout the years, Zach was often portrayed as the quiet, thoughtful member of the family, while his father, Matt, frequently took center stage with his strong opinions and leadership style. Zach maintained a more behind-the-scenes presence. His personality was marked by introspection, a deep love for technology, and a passion for entrepreneurship. He co-founded Roloff Farms cider business and later ventured into tech startups, always appearing more interested in innovation than in activism or politics. That changed recently when Zach made a post on his personal social media account, a rare moment of vulnerability and transparency from someone who has generally kept his personal beliefs private. In the post, he revealed his shift toward progressive political views, including support for policies such as universal healthcare, criminal justice reform, and increased government investment in education and infrastructure. He also expressed disappointment in the direction of certain conservative policies, particularly those he felt marginalized people with disabilities or limited socioeconomic opportunities. "I've spent a lot of time reflecting on where I stand," Zach wrote. "Growing up in a conservative household and community, I absorbed a lot of values that were important to me: family, hard work, faith. But as I've gotten older and had more experiences beyond our farm, I've come to see that some of the policies I used to support don't actually help everyone equally. I believe in fairness, opportunity, and compassion, and I think we need to do better as a society." The post quickly went viral, generating thousands of comments, shares, and reactions across platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. For many, it was a refreshing moment of authenticity from a public figure who had previously remained politically neutral. Others, however, were critical of his stance, questioning whether his views aligned with the values of the Roloff brand, or whether his newfound political voice was genuine or influenced by external pressures. What made Zach's statement even more significant was the fact that his father, Matt Roloff, has been an outspoken conservative figure, especially during the Trump administration. Matt was known for his frequent appearances on conservative media outlets and had voiced support for policies that contrasted sharply with Zach's recent revelations. This generational divide within the Roloff family highlighted a broader trend seen across American households, one where younger generations are increasingly diverging from the political ideologies of their elders. Zach acknowledged this tension in a follow-up interview with a popular podcast focused on disability advocacy and social change. He emphasized that his political evolution was not a rejection of his upbringing, but rather a natural progression shaped by his life experiences. "My dad raised me with strong values, work ethic, resilience, self-reliance. Those things still mean a lot to me," Zach said. "But as I've met more people, traveled more, and learned about different struggles, I realized that not everyone starts from the same place. I've benefited from a lot of privileges, even with my disability. And I think that comes with a responsibility to use your voice for others." His words resonated deeply with many in the disability community who have long fought for greater inclusion, accessibility, and equity. For individuals with disabilities, political decisions around healthcare access, employment rights, and social services can have life-altering consequences. Zach's willingness to speak out was seen by many as a powerful act of solidarity. However, not all reactions were positive. Some conservative fans of Little People, Big World, expressed frustration, arguing that Zach's new political alignment conflicted with the traditional values the show once represented. There were calls for boycotts of Roloff Farms products, though others countered that Zach's personal views should not overshadow the family's legacy or business ventures. Interestingly, the show itself had always walked a fine line between showcasing personal family dynamics and maintaining a broadly appealing image. Throughout its 23-season run, Little People, Big World avoided overt political messaging, focusing instead on themes of perseverance, acceptance, and familial bonds. That neutrality allowed the show to maintain a wide audience base across ideological lines. Zach's revelation now raises questions about how reality stars navigate the intersection of personal expression and public persona. In an era where authenticity is increasingly valued, many fans appreciate when celebrities share their true selves, even if it leads to controversy. Yet there remains a tension between the expectation of relatability and the commercial realities of maintaining a brand. For Zach, the decision to speak out seems rooted in a desire for personal integrity rather than a strategic move. He admitted in interviews that he had wrestled with whether to go public at all, fearing backlash and potential damage to family relationships. Ultimately, he chose honesty over silence. There came a point where I realized that staying quiet felt dishonest not just to the world, but to myself, he explained. If I want to be part of creating a better future, I can't just sit back and hope someone else does the work. His comments also sparked discussions about the role of public figures in shaping political discourse. While some argue that celebrities should stick to entertainment, others believe that visibility and influence carry ethical responsibilities. Zach's case demonstrates how lived experience, particularly that of navigating life with a disability, can profoundly shape one's worldview and policy preferences. In the days following his announcement, Zach began receiving messages from fans and fellow advocates expressing gratitude for his courage. Many praised him for using his platform to amplify underrepresented voices. He responded to several of these messages personally, reinforcing his commitment to listening, learning, and engaging in meaningful dialogue. Meanwhile, the Roloff family has remained largely silent on the matter, with no official statements from Matt or Amy Roloff. This silence has led to speculation about how the family is handling the situation internally. Given the history of tensions between Zach and his father previously documented on the show, it's possible that this political divergence could deepen existing rifts. However, both parties have expressed love and respect for each other in past interviews, suggesting that any disagreements may remain civil. As for the future, Zach hinted that he might become more involved in advocacy work, possibly partnering with organizations focused on disability rights, economic justice, and inclusive policymaking. While he has no immediate plans to run for office or pursue a career in politics, he is clearly open to continuing the conversation he started. "I'm not pretending to have all the answers," he said, "but I do know that change starts with honest conversations. If sharing my journey helps even one person feel seen or inspired to get involved, then it's worth it." Zach Roloff's bold political revelation serves as a reminder that growth is not only possible but inevitable. As individuals mature and encounter new perspectives, their beliefs naturally evolve. What makes Zach's story compelling is not just the content of his message, but the courage it took to deliver it, knowing full well the risks involved. In a cultural landscape often defined by division, his willingness to engage thoughtfully and compassionately offers a model for constructive civic engagement. Whether one agrees with his views or not, there's value in seeing a public figure embrace complexity, acknowledge nuance, and prioritize empathy over ideology. Ultimately, Zach Roloff's political revelation is less about party affiliation and more about personal truth. It's a testament to the power of reflection, the importance of standing up for one's convictions, and the enduring impact of storytelling both on screen and off.